karibu sana.
Asante sana.
Uko sawa?
Niko sawa kabisa.
Unajisikiaje? Siku ngapi Rwanda? Siku kama
siku 4 Rwanda, najisikia kama Mrwanda.
Waramutse. Waramutse neza.
Nienda utwika mundu wa Rwanda.
Unahitaji kuwa Mnyarwanda
kabisa.
Prince atakusaidia, usijali.
Please.
Prince atakusaidia.
It's a good man.
So how do you feel being here?
Man, it's and I've been saying it, and I don't know whether I'm allowed to say it again.
No worries, sir.
It feels home, but also, you know, it's Kigali. You have a way. There's a thing you've done with your city and your country.
All right.
That you know, it's like you guys are like, it's like you're white Africans. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sure.
You know, there is order. It's like everything is balanced. It's not too cold. It's not too hot.
Yeah,
you know,
it's confusing.
It's confusing.
But you like it.
This thing about the women, it's a thing, bro.
All right.
Like for real.
You really have to.
No, but for real though. Like, cause listen, you're walking or you're driving and you just see them just carelessly walking around, just
and
looking.
You're happy.
I'm extremely happy. So I said I was to be here for 2 days.
Sure.
I said let me extend for other 2 days. Now I'm here for another week.
All right. So you have to stay. You stay completely.
You have to become slowly Rwandan.
At this rate I might die here. I'm telling you.
So arakoze cyane Chipukeezy kuva mu gihugu cya Kenya yaje hano navuga ngo muri Gens Comedy turabizi ko harimo abantu benshi, David Bayingana, harimo Bruce Melody, harimo Chipukeezy all the way from Nairobi, ariko mfite ndetse n'umuvandimwe mu minota mike dufite mbere uko tujya mu makuru agezweho, nawe ni Prince, nawe ni comedian hano mu Rwanda, ndi kumwe na Merci. Prince, niki wishimira kuri comedy yacu, niki wishimira kuba uri kumwe na Chipukeezy, kuba ushobora kujya muri Kenya ugahura na Chipukeezy ukajya muri Churchill show, ni ikintu nekereza ko kiza cyane. Niki wishimira mu magambo make kuri comedy?
Bon, icyambere nishimira ni intambwe tumaje kugeraho. Nicyo kintu cyambere kabisa, abanyarwanda batangiye kutwizereramo. Now Rwandans believe you ko we have comedy. Mbere byabaga bigoye, babyitaga na byenda gusetsa. Urumva ikintu cyenda gusetsa nawe cyagisekeje kamera. Yeah. So ariko ubu ngubu turakora, Chipukeezy akaba yaduha tukajya muri Kenya, abandi bakaba baduhamagara tukagira ibitaramo ngo za US, you know, ni ibintu bihambaye cyane. So intambwe tumaje kugeraho nshimira n'abanyarwanda bakomeje kutwizereramo cyane.
Yes, arakoze cyane Prince. Anje kuri Merci. Uyu munsi kuri wowe niki wavuga kuri Gens Comedy kuba twakira Chipukeezy, kuba Prince ashobora kuvuga gutyo, hari nabandi bagiye bazana nubwo ari Chipukeezy gusa, niki wavuga mbere yuko njya mu makuru agezwe, ariko abanyarwanda bumve ko uyu munsi comedy yacu nkuko Prince amaze kubivuga n'uruganda rumeze gute?
Ikintu navuga nuko Gen Z imaze kubaka izina no kwizerwa ku rwego rwa East Africa no muri Africa muri rusange. Rero nka Chipukeezy kubaza akava muri Kenya, nta nubwo ari wenyine, hari abandi bazaza inyuma ye, ni ibintu byerekana ko Gen Z iri mu kazi. Dushobora kuba twe tuzi ko ari turi mu mikino ariko nta mikino irimo. Byabaye akazi.
Byabaye akazi. Ndi kumwe na Chipukeezy, ndi kumwe na Prince, ndi kumwe ndetse na Fally Merci. Tugiye kuvuga kuri comedy, ariko mbere yaho reka twinjire muri updates, amakuru agezweho ameze gute. Turi kumwe n'umuvandimwe ndetse na mugenzi wacu mushami ry'amakuru, nawe ugiye kudufasha kugira ngo tumenye amakuru hari na yahe, amakuru agiye kutugezaho na yahe mu ncamake, byose urabikurikira mu kiganiro cyacu RTV versus tandukanye. Ubwo ngubwo rero n'ayandi makuru menshi muraza kuyakurikira mu biganiro byacu bitambuka cyangwa se no mu mundi mwanya w'amakuru, byose biraza kukugeraho isaha ku saha. Ni RB hafi yawe. Ikintu cya mbere na amakuru, ndi kumwe na Chipukeezy kuva mu gihugu cya Kenya, ndi kumwe na Prince uzenguruka isi nuwahana, ariko we nta ribi, ndi kumwe na Fally nawe wihirinze, bose naba ngaba nabaca, ariko Chipukeezy we ni internationally, ariko na Prince nawe ni international na Fally. Kuweza uwezo kalika international artist, while you are not international.
Yes.
Si ni kweli?
That is, you're trying to encourage them.
Yeah, of course.
That they're international. No, stop lying to them.
No, but Merci went to Burundi, so it's international.
No, but he went by car.
So you came with one day,
so
right?
I came with one day. Merci has, can we?
No. It's different.
I don't have a passport.
Exactly. Nice one. Chipu, kwanza nianzie kutokana na familia yako. Chipukeezy ni mtoto anaitokea kwenye familia gani?
I come from a polygamous family.
Okay.
So our big mzee had 7 wives.
kama grandpa wangu
Still
alikuwa
few.
na 11 wives.
Alikuwa na 11 wives.
Yeah, man.
I want to meet you, mzee. 11 wives.
11
11
mine
Rwanda
has
women.
12 so far.
That man is a legend. Wow. 11, bro.
11 bro.
Rwandan women.
Salute to mzee.
Yeah.
So yeah, my mzee had, for him we had 7. So then my grandfather, he was not a polygamous man. So he had 1 wife, but with 10 kids.
All
but
right.
we were brought up, like my grandfather is the one that brought me up. So me and my dad, we were in the same kingdom. So yeah, but my dad has a family of his own, where I'm the firstborn with my other 2 brothers.
All right.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Am I the only one who's confused?
Firstborn.
Yeah, I'm the first. I'm a leader. I'm an example to other people.
Imagine the firstborn is a loss.
He's
I'm
not.
wondering how is the rest of the team?
These are haters, bro.
He's not.
These are haters.
Yeah, man. Okay.
So yeah, that's it. And then personally, I have not been able to put together a family of myself.
Okay.
I'm still conducting interviews. I meet with different women every day. We try to engage.
So to create that unity.
Yeah, because we have to, as African men. Let me tell you something, bro. That's a very good question you've asked. I feel like our African men, our old mzes, they were very pro marrying our African women. But then the white men came and started now promoting these other things. Oh,
Sure.
these other things. So even celebrities, they fear saying that they are polygamous. So I'm a very, but then let's not get into that.
I knew that.
Let's not get into that conversation.
Okay.
But I love we must, as African men, we must embrace our African women. And there are many and we are few. So
Yeah.
do the math.
But this man has been posting our own jolly. What do you want, man?
No, listen, if you're trying to say that to try and put me down, I want to tell you here and now, in front of the cameras.
Okay.
I am always and prepared, ready to defend Jolie. I will keep on posting Jolie.
Why?
Why? Like, give me like 3 things. Why you have to post Jolly?
First of all, number 1, the Rwanda Gen Z gave me Jolie.
Wait, what?
No, you can go and look for the clips. When I was doing the comedy for Gen Z comedy, the Gen Z for Rwanda told me to go back to Kenya with Jolie.
Okay.
That's
I don't
number
remember.
one. That's
Number one.
That's number 1.
Okay, number 2.
Number 2, she's one of the most beautiful East African women I've ever. I don't care about what you people are saying, but she's the most beautiful woman that I've seen in a while. Like, I've not seen such a beauty. In my village, we don't have such. Yeah, listen, I come from a place.
Yeah, okay.
I don't want to pretend like these things I see, Beyonce, those things. I don't know that.
Yeah.
I'm comparing with where I'm from.
Exactly.
In Mulolongo, we have never seen a woman like that.
Your village is called?
Mulolongo.
Mulolongo.
I'm the most good-looking person.
We don't want to know how the rest looks like.
So when I came across Jolie, I was like, wow, this woman is so beautiful. Then I did my research. I realized she's not married. I'm like, why is she not married? Like, now, until somebody married her is when I'll stop talking about her. And I know that, Jolie, if you're watching this, me, I'm not rich like
He's
that.
watching. He's watching.
I'm not rich like that, my dear.
Straight to Jolly. He's watching.
I don't have money like that, but we can use your money. I've seen your money. let's
And we settle everything. You can use our money.
Let's
There's
work
no
with
problem.
what you have, Jolie.
How money is enough for you?
Me, I can entertain you, Jolie.
And then you use our money to survive. It's okay.
As a matter of fact, my job will be just to go around the world just hyping you. You see, I'm already doing it for free.
That's Chipukeezy. Thank you, bro. All right.
But big shout out to Jolie. I think she's, to be honest, jokes aside, if I'm a big fan of what she does.
Sure.
I like sometimes when we get popular, it is very easy to want to go the vanity way, bro. And sometimes when you see somebody trying to be positive, somebody trying to put together young people, pushing empowerment, regardless of how we try to judge them, in their private lives.
Sure.
When you see a public figure really trying to set a good example, you should emulate. And I think for me, as Chipukeezy, as whatever, I am a fan of what Jolie is doing. She's trying to position us positively. She's not trying to show us
Negative sides, yeah.
You know,
Sure.
I was about to say some other things. But
Nah, it's okay. It's
All right, it's fine. Now, how did you end up with comedy, bro?
I think poverty one. Poverty.
Thank you, bro. Some people are lying.
Poverty.
Thank
bro.
you, bro.
I told you he's a loss.
But he's coming up, yo.
We had. It was horrible. You know my father.
Yeah.
My father is the only African man I know that used to make poverty look like a cool thing.
Simple, easy.
Yeah, it's
How?
like he was doing us a favor. Like my dad made it look like he was doing us a favor. There was a guy. He came up. He was like, you guys, if thieves came in and stole everything,
Relax.
they'll find nothing here. They will not.
But for
It's
you,
okay. Just let them do their job.
Then one day thieves came, they found nothing. They started beating him, telling him if police come, they'll think now we have stolen everything and you have nothing.
yeah,
But
man.
we went to college. We were
Okay.
in the city because us we are village. I'm a proper village boy.
All right.
So the village mentality in Kenya is you finish high school and you get into you become a farmer. But I went to the city for college. I wanted to become a journalist. Then when I was in the city, because of poverty, honestly,
Yeah, sure.
you really, and as a firstborn, you are inspired to want to hustle more. You want to work more. You want to help your parents because there are two other brothers. So I was in campus, but then I became an MC. I'm an MC for roadshow. You see these
Okay,
lorries
yeah.
that go around
Yeah, for
selling
the
products.
campaign.
In trucks
Yeah,
and
in
stuff.
trucks and stuff like that. So
You studied there.
I started there.
All right.
So when I was doing that, it's when the guys at the roadshow would tell me, you're very funny. You should go and look for Churchill. Back in the village, we had no TV, so I had never seen Churchill. I had no idea of comedy. Like I didn't know that.
And the MC, what is
yeah.
comedy? You live
But I
there.
knew that I can do right kabisa, wanapita pale ni Coca-Cola wanasema na mic check. I would do that thing.
Yeah.
So when I'm doing it, these people are telling me that you can do comedy.
Nice.
So I go back to school, the same thing. Everybody is telling me, try it. So then, just like that, I went to now looking for Churchill, literally. I went to where he was doing, like where you do your show. I went looking for him. I waited for him. I was like, you man. But now you see, I had to go on YouTube and watch first. So I watched him on YouTube. I was like, this man is
So you
doing
made
well.
your research before you met
Yeah.
him. Yeah.
I met with the guy and I'm like, you're doing a good job. And then he said, you guys are the future. And then immediately he had a team of people auditioning new talents. So he said, go there and audition. If you're good, they'll give you a chance. So when I went there, they did because I had no jokes and I was not prepared. So I said some nonsense. They chased me away. But I think the fact that it was the first try I had made in life, and I think it challenged me to want to come back again.
Okay.
So until that day, look at me, I'm in Rwanda this is my 5th time here, just trying to come back and connect with Prince, with Marcy.
Yeah.
So I think that's how I found myself in comedy. Because you see what happened, I had like 2 years of auditioning without getting. Because the show would happen every week. And what will happen, comedians will come from different parts of the city, audition, then you're given a chance. Bro, for 2 years, I was not given a chance to perform or to go on TV. So one time I got an opportunity and people laughed, bro.
Boom.
When people laughed, now that was a different high for me because I was like, wow, this thing, so I can actually do it. And then, you wanted to do it on that Churchill show because now it's the only thing that everybody is watching. Once you do it there, you are known even, bro, internationally.
Exactly, of course.
You get so. I kept on trying it, But the problem was the day I got on air after those 2 years. That night that I went on air, the show takes a break. So Churchill now.
No, don't tell me.
Yeah, Churchill leaves the industry for other 3 years.
Yeah.
Bro, now me, I've left school. I was in campus. I've eaten my school fees.
You dropped out.
Yeah, when we focus now, you see, it's expensive for transport.
You know that's a thing for comedians.
Yeah.
All comedians dropped out. I don't know why.
No,
Life.
Our
I think it's
life is
because
a
of
joke.
life. Yeah.
Our life is a joke itself.
Comedians, we have this thing of struggling. I don't know why. Most of us struggle a lot. We don't have
Exactly.
before we make it. But yeah, I've left school. I'm not working. My mom is worried. why
the
did
future,
you
you
this
know.
comedy thing, jokes, you are an idiot. What are you doing now? So after 2 years, Churchill comes back. So when Churchill came back, bro, I was prepared because now I was in the street.
So you have stories.
It's more like what I'm doing now with these our spaces.
Yeah,
I had a lot of stories to tell.
Yeah.
I did 10 episodes. By the 10th episode, I was called by Kiss FM. That was the leading TV radio station then.
Oh yeah, sure.
In Kenya.
In Kenya. So I called my mom. I'm like, Mom, even the thing I was going to school to study for, they have hired me. You don't have to.
Before ending up. No?
Yeah, he said tomorrow morning. And yeah, that's it. I found myself here. Then one time, Eric had a show here in Rwanda.
Right.
Because I started when I was very small. One time, Eric Omondi had a show with Eric Mokisha.
Eric, yeah.
Then Eric Omondi couldn't come here. So he sent me here. Me and his brother, Fred Omondi, to do, I think that show, there was a show in Serena. It was my first time to board a plane, bro. The first time I boarded a plane, I came here. It was Rwanda Air. To Kigali. We land here. You know me, somebody lied to me in Nairobi that people speak Kiswahili here. So now I come here, that's the mentality. Hey,
Boom.
Give it up for this guy from Kenya. Oh.
Ya unaingia na Kiswahili yako.
Na wapigia stories za Mulolongo.
Awacheke tu awasikie.
I'm like, oh, kwani they are not like us? Because you know I'm young. I'm like, we are not the same. Then I was challenged to want to become more than a village champion in Kenya.
Yeah.
And ever since that day, we became friends with the Rwanda comedians, Arthur. We became friends with Babu. We became friends with Kina Salvador Kansime.
Yeah.
And now look at me, I'm hanging out with the Gen Z himself.
Gen Z himself, yeah.
It must
Nice,
be good.
man.
It must be good.
Interesting. Uyu munsi avuze ikintu cyiza Chipukeezy. Ntuzigera ucika intege.
Yego.
Auditions. Abenshi ntago twumva ko auditions ariho ibintu bitegurirwa. Rimwe na rimwe umuntu ahita avuga ngo aha ngo Mary Single Prince banyimye amahirwe kandi akibagirwa ko we nta kintu afite cya danger yari yazanye. So yagerageje inshuro zigeze kuri ebyiri kandi ubwo n'ahantu atuye naho bibera usanga bigoye.
Urugendo runini cyane.
Bitwigisha iki abantu bifuza kwinjira muri comedy tugende kuri story ya Chipukeezy biradusigira nyine challenge meze gute bro.
Ngira ngo nta nubwo ari no muri Kenya gusa ni ibintu bibaho ku bakomeye bose ku isi yose. Kuko ngira ngo natwe tujya gutangira Mirsarabizi twahereye muri Seka Rising Stars bategurwaga natha naho habagaho audition. Sibyo ugasanga mu bantu baje hajemo wenda tuvuga abanyarwenya 100 havuyemo bane nibashaka mu kuri show cyangwa batatu sibyo cyangwa batatu kabisa ugasanga rero nabyo ni ibintu bikomeye ariko natwe aho ngaho twagiye tuhanyura niho I think it prepares you kugira ngo uzabe umuntu uriwe kugera aha ngaha merci kubageze hano kubangeze hano iyo ataza kuba icyo kintu ntabwo tuba tukiriwe kuko nanjye ndibuka blague rwose twateraga
iyo wisubiye inyuma ukavuga ati ni binavuga
umuntu ajya asubira inyuma
ugasanga ari umutubuzi
mu gitabo kuko buriya turandika cyane umuntu afite agatelefone ahantu agenda akantu ubonye ukandika stories z'abamotari buriya reka nkubwize ukuri source y'amakuru yawe cyangwa like niyi ahantu uvuga uti ngiye ngomba kumva amakuru dokuyemo RBA kuko nitegeko baraguhemba
nje ubundi kurigara ryanjye n'abamotari twicaye hari ahantu tunywera tete
umumotari abayafite kabisa
umumotari afite story umumotari afite story je ejo ndibuka Chipukeezy akora nagiye muri Gen Z umumotari rero urabona ugomba kunyura mu Kiyovu so sinzi uko nagize gutya nago swe ndi kuri telefone anyuramo urumva aho ngo ndavuga ewana tugeze imbere ndavuga wait unyuzemo hano how ngo yarimutse wana amle uretse ubizi gute ko
yarimutse nke amakuru ndayafite
basigaje ko ashakira abakomisiyoneri arakuyobora cyane so urumva nk'ibyo ngibyo kugendana agakayi kawe agatelefone kawe ukandika utwo tuntu twose so rero hari igihe usubira muri icyo gitabo cyawe wandikiragamo za 2016 hariho mukavuga uti iyo hataza kubaho izo audition sinzi ko nari kuba ndahangaha so nibacika intege nabo kabisa bakomeze mu auditions ya Gen Z arahari cyane n'izindi zigiye kuzaza mu minsi iri imbere.
Yes, Prince arakoze kubera ko stories dufite ni nyinshi kandi wenda na experience nkuko avuze ati abantu nibacika intege ariko uyu munsi ubona young generation nkuko turi kuvuga Gen Z bakeneye kumva ko iyi industry hari abantu bayubatse aho Chipukeezy yatangiriye umunsi dufite Churchill navuga ngo international abantu bose barayireba rimwe na rimwe na hano mu Rwanda turayireba tunyuze kuri platform ya YouTube ubona uyu munsi dukeneye kumva ko noneho abantu bakeneye stories zimeze gute, tugende kuri technology dufite, tugende nuko abantu bari updated, kubera ko uyu munsi niba Prince niba Fari mwe mwaranyuze muri izo edition za Seka Fest, ntekereza ko mufite experience, ariko ibihe birahinduka. Uyu munsi noneho new generation Gen Zs bakeneye noneho kumva ko comedy ziri hano ziraza kumera gute.
Urumva bo ni nabo bagoye cyane kuko buriya kubera kugira access ku makuru byoroshye, hari igihe bituma nta makuru ugira kuko uzi ko wahita uyabona, bituma noneho nta makuru uri bugire. Hafi yawe umuntu akaba azi ko nahitangira kuri YouTube ndebe kuri RB ibyo Lucky yavuze, nyine ibyo bintu birimo biradutera ubunebwe ku buryo n'abanyarwenya muri Gen Z uyu mwaka nawe ko agomba gukora story kuko Chipukeezy ava muri Kenya akazana akatubwira ibintu by'iwabo tugaseka, bagomba nabo kuba creative ku buryo atera story. Nabahaye n'ingero bagati ba Kevin Hart bazenguruka mu Bwongereza bakazenguruka Europe, South Africa, bavuga ubuzima bwabo cyangwa ubuzima babamo, abantu bagaseka. Twe gutera stories z'ibintu byacu kuko ntago tuzategereza ko tuzi ibintu byacu kurusha abanyamahanga. Ntago Chipukeezy agomba kuza cyangwa Salvador avuga u Rwanda kurusha uko ndozi ndubamo. Stories zasetsa kandi zikana branding igihugu cyacu neza, kuko ibintu bisekeje ntago bivuze ko bisebetse, bigomba kuba ari ibintu biri positive, ariko noneho ukabivuga mu buryo niho haziramo ya mpano yawe mu buryo busekeje, kuko buriya niyo dukompara imico yacu tubisekeje, hari ibintu bibyemewe n'ibitemewe. Rero aba Gen Z iyi access y'amakuru dufite tureke kuyifata nk'ahari ibintu bisanzwe, ahubwo dukuremo stories zanyazo zo gusetsa abantu, kubera ko internet nayo yaje ari competition, kuko ibintu bisekeje birahari, umuntu agenda n'utumemes twose tuba dusekeje umuntu nawe, ariko noneho twe kugira ngo bitatugonga dusaba gutekereza kure, tukarenga urwo rwego rwa tugakoresha internet mu kwandika, ariko tukareka kubifata nkaho nyine bihari, bituma tubibura.
Ese ugira ngo ugende kuri story wabura story wavuga ku bafana ba Kiyovu ntago wazibura, ziba ari nyinshi.
Izo ngizo ntago twazibura,
ikibazo ni ukuva ahangaha
nakaraha
ndibuka rimwe nari nduye hariya munsi ya stade hariya ya regional kuri FPR, Kiyovu yakinnye na Rayon Sport, nsohoka gutya ngiye kugura umugati bro kuri boutique, bambona muri jazz, ntago nari nzi ko nzi kwiruka, ayisuwe barakugurukanye urumva rero vuga story ntari bitu.
Asante sana Chipu, nafikiri acha mimi nikuulize hili swali kwa sababu umeongelea kuhusu mama yako. Hivi familia yako, mama yako wanajivunia kazi yako leo? Unahisi wanajivunia?
Naweza kusema they are my biggest supporters.
Sure.
Naweza kusema they are, and maybe this is lesson to anybody, man. Whether you are a comedian, doctor, even you, bro.
Thank you, man.
The best thing we can do to ourselves is to remain with our families, regardless of how high we rise.
Definitely.
Because personally, bro,
It was tough, yo.
yeah, like even during this being famous and stuff like that, it's only my parents and my dad, my mom, you know. My limits are controlled by my parents. Like I had dreadlocks a few weeks ago.
All right.
I cut them down because my mother told me to. You get?
Hakupenda yani?
You're not. No. My brother is my manager, and he's a Gen Z, and so yeah, they and you see, one of the things that I did once I got comedy money, it my mother was a nursery school teacher, and so what I did, I used my comedy money and built a school for her, but for the community. So right now, she runs a private primary school in the village that I was born, where we have young kids who associate themselves with, they look up to me. Yeah, I mean, most of the kids who are in the school now, their parents are my friends. We went to school together. It's the people of my generation. Yeah. So instead of going in the village and showing off and showing them how rich I am or how powerful I am, I set up a structure for me and my family. It's work. It's a lot of work to try and set a good example that if anybody else, even our neighbors, if we become a pilot, if you get anything, come home. Yeah. And that's why I like what your president says. When I hear him say like that, man, it inspires me to want to even do more. When he says our African problems can be solved by African people, I live by that philosophy. And even as a famous person, you know, most of this celebrity thing, we as Africans, we are learning it from the West. And so there are some good things and there are also some not so good things, you know. And some of those not so good things, I believe, because as we live in poor regions, we cannot show off how powerful or how rich we are to our people.
Never.
We must set an example. We must, no matter how much money I get, we must set an example. And so I believe my parents are proud of me, bro, if that's the question.
Nice. Straight. When you look at the screen, we have Churchill. What can you say about Churchill? Churchill amesaidia vijana kivipi? Churchill ime-raise industry ya comedy in Kenya, how?
Churchill amefanya, na sasa tukiongelea Churchill nataka uweke huu kijana kwa akili. Huu Marcy.
Yeah.
So that uone kitu anafanya.
Cool.
Churchill is a legend, but he's also a mover and shaker. If you look at me now, Churchill he had an opportunity to be on TV like ourselves.
Yeah.
Like this your show, but he decided to dedicate those other minutes to other upcoming comedians. You get?
Nice.
He would have done a proper talk show where he bring people, interview them, get his money and go
Himself.
home. But just like RBA has given you some hours to do your show, he picked, I think I would say 25 minutes and dedicated it to young and upcoming comedians. So one, that's a great man. Two, he changed our lives, and through us, we have changed other people's lives. I've just given you an example that I have a school. So I must, if it were not for Churchill, I would not be where I am today, bro, to be honest. So if he changed my life like that, and I've been able to change other people's lives like that, you know, you can see if he changed 20 comedians' lives, that's a whole economy, okay? And you can speak about a stand-up comedian, you can speak about a camera guy, you can speak about a driver, you can speak about graphics. Yeah. So Churchill gave comedy and art authenticity. He literally he made a statement that, you know, this thing, if well supported and nurtured, it can work. Yeah. And so I believe he's one of those people that we should celebrate as East Africans.
Thank you. Nice one. Prince,
Yes.
uyu munsi ndi kumwe na Chipukeezy, ejo n'ejo bundi nshobora no kubona Churchill, why not? Ibi ngibi tubone ko government yacu iri gutanga imbaraga cyangwa se iduha uburyo bwo gukora ibyo twifuza mu buhe buryo, kubera ko niba turi kuvuga comedy uyu munsi ntago comedy kiri bya bindi binyoni byenda gusetsa. Comedy usanga irimo abantu barangije amashuri, bafite masters, bafite degree, n'abantu ubona ko nyine bubatse, bafite imiryango. Uyu munsi niba dufite aba comedians uyu munsi bafite famille bavamo, bafite abantu bishyurira amashuri, aba ari ikintu cyiza. Ariko ibi byose tubigeraho kubera wenda ubuyobozi bwiza no guha umwanya wenda rwa rubyiruko cyangwa se bwa buryo abantu. Uyu munsi ubona, uyu munsi tugomba kwishimira ibyo dukora mu buhe buryo, ariko tukanatekereza ejo hazaza gute, bro?
Bwa mbere ubundi ndabanza gushimira na leta yacu byo kudufasha, harimo iyo security byonyine, kuba nka Chipukeezy amaje kuzana inshuro 5 ariko nta kibazo kiramubaho, kandi yishimira guhora agaruka, akanishimira kuhaguma. Ni ibintu tukagakwiye gushimira leta yacu, ndetse n'ama opportunities menshi baduhereza. Recently muri Youth Connect abajene nibo ba performinzeyo. Youth Connect yabereye muri Kenya, ni twebwe twari turiyo, you know, twanahuriye na Minister aratubwira ati se kuki mujya kugenda nkuko nguko ntimubanze kutunyuraho. So urumva rero ako kantu natwe twese tuvuga tugomba kugakosora, kuko twumvaga yuko kugira ngo umugereho ni inzira ndende bya hatari, kandi urumva tuziranye na Chipukeezy araduhamagaye kuki tubikeneye kujyayo, ariko twirengagije yuko tuba tugiye no mu ishusho y'igihugu kandi tugomba kurepresenta. So ni ibintu byiza cyane, turashimira leta ikomeze idusupportinge, ndetse n'abana bakizamuka. Even the messaging ngewe akenshi nkunda gushyiramo u Rwanda rwacu. Iyo umuntu ari hanze nk'uko Messi yabivugaga, kuki bo baza bakatubwira ibyabo, twebwe tukaba tutagenda ngo tuvuge ibyacu, kandi nibyo byiza urebye akenshi cyane, nibyo byiza kabisa. So we represent, tukagenda tukavuga ibyo ngibyo n'ibiki. Nkomeze nshimire leta kabisa, kudos kuri bo cyane. Visit Rwanda, you know, bakomeze bazadushake dukorane nabo, you know, ndetse n'ibi bigo bindi bikomeye cyane. Twakishimiye kubagira gukorana nabo kabisa, kuko nayo mafaranga rega
tuba
turayakeneye
tuyakeneye tuba dufite imiryango
kuko urumva niba byondo wanjye
nta kintu mwavuga arabizi aragufana aragukunda
ariko ntabwo namwishyura blague nta blague mu nzu
atega nanjye ntabwo ari njye
nanjye si
nanjye ni inguzanyo
abana banje baragukunda ariko usohotse
n'ubuzima. Nice, merci. Uyu munsi nishimira ko James yarazamutse kubera ko niwe uyu munsi mfite Chipukeezy va muri Kenya, aba yavuye muri Kenya afite akazi kenshi, busy man, ariko akavuga ngo reka nze mfate James, supporting James ni ikintu cyiza. Ariko kuri wowe noneho biri gutanga image imeze gute kuri baba comedians, young generations, kumva ko ibyo bintu noneho babirimo nkuko yaramaze kubivuga ati nkunda kuvuga u Rwanda rwanjye, noneho young generation barabona ko ari uruganda rumeze gute ejo nejo bundi rushobora kubatunga mu buhe buryo bwo?
Young generation ikintu bagomba kumenya cyo wari safe ku bantu bashaka gukora, ko nimba dufite Chipukeezy, dufite access kuri Churchill show, dufite comedy store Uganda, tugomba kwagura isoko, nyambibwira n'abagenzi nkababwira ati rero nubwo dufite platform ubu ufite gutekereza kure yayo, dufite network muri Kenya, dufite Burundi, dufite Uganda, abantu hose ugomba gukora cyane ku buryo ugenda kumenyekanayo egare kubona amafaranga yabo bantu bose. Rero ikintu bagomba kumenya nuko imihanda iraharuye ariko inyurwamo n'abashoboye. Hari igihe tujya twibyaye kugira igihe tuba tuzi ko ibintu bihari ariko bikaranya ntacyo bitumariye kuko twe nitwe tudahari. Noneho platform irahari, ubu abanyarwenya ikintu bagomba gukora no kwandika blague no guteringa izo stories zacu, kuko hari gihe n'umuntu aza ukabona ku branding u Rwanda kuturusha, turubamo tuzi n'ibintu twavuga natwe bikagenda neza. Rero tugomba guteringa stories zacu kugira n'amahanga amenye nyine u Rwanda n'iki binyuze muri talent zacu. Ikindi nuko bifite akazoza, for information rwose twese ntago tuzaba doctor, ntago tuzaza ngo twicaraho nakicaye, ariko tugomba gukoresha opportunity. Ntago tuzaza
shakira ahandi abagrande
ibisubizo byose, kandi n'ibisubizo byose ntago ari leta izabikemura. Leta n'abaturage rega tujye tubidefinisa gutyo, nitwe leta. Rero hari ibintu tugomba gufasha igihugu kugira ngo kidufashe. Nungu tugomba kubona nimba vice Rwanda irahari, ari gomba kubona umuvuno, kuko ari igihe kumenyekana byonyine ntago bihagije. Nyina Prince tushaka kuba turi abanyarwenya beza, ariko nta impact twagira kuri brand runaka. Tugomba gukora handi n'ibigo byicare kavuga ati udashyize mu munyarwenya muri projet biragoye ko niho handi n'agafaranga kazatangira kuza, ko nyine bamaze konfirma ko ujya ahantu ushaka iterambere nyuri wabo.
So Youth Connect niho yakenyereyeho
direct yabivuze Youth Connect yari proud rwose, aravuga ati ubu ngubu turimo turagambanira n'indi zakurikira. Siyahereye hano Youth Connect igomba kuzajya igendana n'abanyarwanda, East Africa in general, tukagenda hose igiye. Ariko turashimira government in general kuba batugirira icyizere, n'abanyarwanda comedy ntago bakiyita byenda gusetsa, ni ibintu barimo barareba byarasekeje byaje gusetsa.
Nice. Lastly, Chipukeezy, where do you see Rwandan industry, I mean Rwandan comedy industry, tunafanya vizuri ama tunahitaji nguvu zaidi?
So actually nilikuwa nimeweka mkono juu because I wanted to make a point, a very serious one, and I hope people will forgive me. You see, Rwanda has become, Rwanda it's like literally a beautiful lady.
All right.
And it's become an attraction to so many people. So when it comes to stand-up comedy, Rwanda we are doing the right thing, you know. However, we must now also be honest and ask for honest support and be honest.
Yeah, sure.
Get. If you look at Rwanda for the last year, we had so many international comedians come here. We had Steve Harvey, we had Kevin Hart, we had all these people come here. We had Dave Chappelle.
Sure.
And the thing is, bro, these people are paid a lot of money. They come and they go. They come to carry, okay?
Yeah,
and they come with their own stories. They don't tell our story. So it is very easy for us upcoming comedians to start hyping how Dave Chappelle was in Kenya. I mean, he was in Rwanda and it's a big thing. It's not. We should work locally to make the Rwanda comedy the big thing, so that, because you see, if you look at Visit Rwanda, we're trying to sell the Rwanda story.
Sure.
The Rwanda story can only be sold by Prince or Marcy. It's not about popularity or who is more famous or funnier. It's about who has the authentic story. So the Rwanda industry, and that's why I salute this young man, must first of all make sure that we have a good landing, because these people will come here and they will just take. And I'm saying, because even as we go and take in the American side, but we need to ask for support. That the government can work with comedians, bro. Yeah. You see them in America, they have facilities. Us is when you see like Kagame here is trying to build them for us. For me to put a comedy show, bro, before I even call the comedian, the amount of money I've put together for the sound, the system, the tent, the logistics, those things, you get. But for him, because he's paid properly, it's easy peasy for him. So I think that is one thing that, bro, if we fix for the Rwanda industry, that we have people like RBA intentionally, they get into that. We have all these cooperation. Don't look at the artist. Forget about the morality or how the audience, the Marcy's principle or the audience. Just look at the product. Let us put money in the East African comedy.
Thank you.
And you see.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming. Pleasure to meet you for the first time in my show. Cheers to everyone. And cheers especially to you. Wasalimie wa Kenya, waambie tuko sawa. All right, so arakoze cyane. Review Imana yamaze kuhagera kugira ngo tugende neza.